Welcome back.
Hi.
To Bookend Gaming.
We've just been sitting here staring at naked Emmy.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I didn't notice the blushing.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, I certainly noticed. Did I? Emmy shrugged, still breathing a little heavily.
Didn't notice either.
Well, maybe we should... Oh, God!
I need to use your window. I like where this is going.
I was just going to say, this is either really good
You
or
do
really
complete
bad.
each other.
My first instinct is to hide, but then I realize that I'm still utterly exhausted and sitting next to a topless Emmy, so there's no running anymore.
Okay,
There's
one
no
of you
point.
has to give me a hand job. Which one is it going to be?
Is there a good time to ask this? Rin's eyes pass over Emmy and me and focus on the window.
There was a cloud. A cloud?
Rin nods.
I was watching it from my window, but it didn't stay in my window.
It's kind of like not good that she just doesn't care about this. Like, this happens all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's probably seen Emmy naked multiple times.
Yeah, but I guess I still have my pants on.
Yeah, you got
don't I?
pants on. There's a big stain. So I need to use your window.
Emmy shifts a little, causing me to cough in order to cover up a giggle of my own.
How long do you need the window for? I'm trying to get my swerve on. We're,
Throwing off my jive.
busy.
This time I can't contain my laughter. I mean, if she can't tell what's going on,
Right.
she's got...
She can. She just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Rin ignores both Emmy and me and peers out the window. Her shoulders slump and she looks disappointed.
Don't let me interrupt. It changed into something
I'm
else.
just gonna sit over here. You guys continue.
Disappointing.
Emmy is having trouble keeping a straight face.
Sorry to hear that, Rin. Fuck off, please. Could we have a little privacy now, please?
Rin shrugs as if to say, "Can you?" and hooks her foot around the door, pulling it closed behind her. We both dissolve into raucous laughter, unable to deal with Rin's bizarrely timid... I can't
Timed. You're all flustered.
timed visit any other way. After our laughter dies down, I look to Emmy. We're both a total mess. Well? Emmy raises an eyebrow.
Well?
Again? Damn. Emmy grins and laughs, and then she nods.
We should probably ditch the clothes this time.
Oh, damn.
Yay!
We're not done. All right.
You've already ditched most of yours.
Oh.
The disappointment that just washed over your face.
Just kidding. We're going to sleep.
Are you in your own room? I guess you were in the girls' dorm. You can't stay there.
No. The sunlight breaks through my window shortly before my alarm ruins the morning silence. I feel sore. The events of the previous evening suddenly intrude upon my consciousness, and I find myself blushing. I need to change my pants.
Yeah.
That was an eventful evening, and it explains perfectly the soreness in my lower back. The walk back, as I recall, had been rather tense. My trousers have been soiled. Well, that's disgusting. I had washed them off in the bathroom before going back to my room.
They're all stiff now.
But there is still a fairly obvious looking stain on the front. Do you not own more than one pair of pants?
Right.
Fortunately for me, the only person I ran into on the way back was Kenji. Yeah, he wouldn't ask about a
Well, he wouldn't see it.
And he didn't notice a thing. Well, that's true, I guess.
He might have a better sense of smell, though. And
Well,
that's awkward.
Well, apart from my being in the general vicinity. It smells like sex in here, man.
Yeah. Did you goof in your pants?
Been there. Here's an extra pair. Of course, he'd ask how the night went and whether or not I'd learned anything of importance. Oh, I learned something.
Girls have this thing between their legs. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Felt a sensation I've never felt before. Really? You've never jerked it? I don't even know if I opened my mouth to answer. I was too tired to care. Is he actually here? Or am I just imagining he's here?
That was last night. He caught you on the way in.
Okay. And this morning, I'll admit that I'm feeling pretty worn out. Still, Emmy had promised to meet me at the track, and I'd hate to disappoint. In the bed or at the track. She is indeed waiting for me when I arrive. doing her best to look cheery despite the fact that she's sitting in a wheelchair.
She needs a wheelchair after what I did to her last night. Whoa!
I waved to her and began stretching, but you were submissive.
You don't know. We didn't see the other times.
Why was I going to talk like Emmy?
I don't know.
I'm not Emmy. You're early. Emmy frowns and shakes her head.
Ridiculous. You're late.
Actually, I'm late. Oh, gosh.
Oh, no. Overslept, Hisao? All tuckered out?
Well, at least she seems more like her old self. And as expected, she doesn't seem that shy about mentioning our previous activities. Hey, you're lucky I could show up at all. All that cardiovascular activity last night, I nearly thought I'd have to see the nurse afterwards.
Don't joke about that. I thought I was actually going to kill you.
Yeah, that's a legitimate concern.
Right.
Emmy laughs out loud, then her face suddenly becomes concerned.
Hey, that's not I mean, you're not...
Go on, spit it out.
It's just that it would be hard to explain if you had an episode while we were...
Oh. Now that she mentioned it, it really is a
There
legitimate
you go.
concern.
Finally caught up to
I
us.
said that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Certainly hadn't thought of it last night, of course. Other, more pressing concerns had been at hand.
Haha.
Well, I don't think anything we do is going to be any more of a strain than these morning runs, and I handle those fine, so... Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah.
Emmy considers this point.
Oh.
A devious light appears in her eyes.
Those are some different eyes.
It is.
Say.
The light vanishes, and Emmy grins ruefully at me.
You're going to skip the run, aren't you?
I can't help but feel vaguely suspicious.
I seem to have forgotten a pair of gloves.
What do you need gloves for? Emmy indicates the chair upon which she is seated.
For this, of course. Sure, regular moving around is well and good without them, but I want to be able to get a good workout. I want to be fucking jacked. And to get that kind of speed, you gotta have gloves if you don't want blisters.
So what, are you wussing out on me then? Do I have to go it alone? Emmy thinks for a moment, or pretends to think.
If I remember right, there's a spare pair or two in the track shed.
So she does seriously want to do it then. But in her normal school uniform, I'd have expected her to wear her gym outfit for something like this. Wait, what are they doing there? Emmy looks askance at me.
No idea. Seriously? You can't think of why a shed full of track supplies at a school for the disabled would have racing gloves?
Well, when she puts it that way, I suppose that makes perfect sense.
Fucking idiot.
Hey, I'm still getting used to this place. Give me a break, huh?
I guess I can let it slide this time. Now come on, I'll need your help.
I've noticed by the fact that you say Emmy, who doesn't have legs, every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what for, but then again, I didn't have any clue why racing gloves would be in the shed, so I'm not willing to press the issue.
Why would she be taking you to the shed?
I just don't know. Emmy navigates her way to the shed easily enough, though I can hear her grumbling under her breath.
Fucking chair.
Stupid asshole doesn't... It's so dense. It's actually kind of cute. I hurry a little to reach the door first. Opening it will be easier for me than for her. The door opens and Emmy starts to wheel inside, only to come to a sudden halt at the doorway.
She's a black widow. She sleeps with people and then kills them.
Well, it was worth it. It seems
the track team captain's corpse is in there, just like, I fucking knew it!
It seems the door sill is slightly too high for her to get over by herself. She makes a few runs at it, unsuccessfully, before crossing her eyes and glaring at the offending object.
Stupid wheelchair.
Help her out, man.
Hisao,
God.
can you give me a hand here?
Sure, no problem. Oh, God, it is creepy.
Like a murder shed.
It's a simple enough matter for me to bump Emmy over the doorway, jostling her slightly, dump her out on the floor.
Oh, God! Hey, easy there!
Whoops, sorry. I don't know how to handle a wheelchair.
Now, don't piss me off, because I'll dump your ass out in here and lock the door.
It's at about this time that I fail to notice where I'm going and run Emmy's chair into a mat. Oh, Jesus. She gives a startled yelp and topples forward out of her chair. You actually dumped...
Wow.
There's a moment of silence as I gaze in horror upon what I've done, and Emmy glares at me.
Get the fuck out. Hisao?
Yes?
Promise me you'll never work at a hospital.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I would hope not. Emmy giggles and holds up a hand.
Would you kindly help me back into my chair, Hisao?
As I bend down to pick up Emmy, she grins in triumph and pulls me into a kiss that quickly has us both entirely unconcerned about getting her back into the chair. At least she's okay with me being a complete stupid asshole.
Right.
In fact, as I move to a more comfortable position, I confess that the chair is pushed out the door, which, startled by the passage, swings shut. That was a weird sentence.
Jesus. Like rabbits. This is definitely the beginning of a relationship.
Yeah. Well, at least we've got privacy now, which is a good thing, as my hands work quickly to remove Emmy's blouse and skirt. I'm startled to discover that she's forgotten to put her bra on today. Did she plan this?
Surprise, surprise.
Her arms hook under mine and rest on my shoulders as I kiss my way down Emmy's neck, pausing to give special attention to a spot right where the neck meets the shoulder that I'd found last night.
You've gotten pretty good at the...
I do try. Emmy pushes on my chest insistently, and I draw back with a puzzled expression.
I've got a confession, Hisao.
Oh? Having pulled back, I decide instead to focus my attention on her.
Big surprise.
As she attempts to speak, her words are interspersed with giggles that I find incredibly cute.
I don't... Actually, whoa, wear gloves.
My own reply is rather mumbled onto her chest instead of being addressed to her face. I'm just motorboating
Yeah,
her chest.
just not paying attention at all. That's interesting.
Should have known. God damn. Words quickly become irrelevant. Emmy's movements are almost frantic, as if she's been holding something back since we met this morning, and now she has an outlet. I'm very nearly caught off guard by her aggressiveness, feeling her nearly rip my shirt off.
God, can I be the guy this time?
The way she seems to vie to be in the dominant position. For my part, I confess that I'm caught up in her attitude as well, fighting back, rolling and wrestling even as her fingers dig into my shoulders and I lose track of where we are. So much so that I roll right off the mat and land on something small and rather hard.
Don't worry, that's just my...
Oh, God! That kind of game.
Well, ow. Emmy, still flushed and breathing a little heavily, peers at me and bursts into laughter.
I'm sorry, are you alright?
Yeah, I think so. Not sure what I landed on, though. I reach under my back and pull the offending object out, inspecting it closely.
Well, then.
Wait, what? Emmy's eyes shoot upward, and she begins, if possible, to laugh even harder. Somehow I don't think this isn't track related.
It's the track team's...
Oh man, I know whose that is.
What?
It's the track captains. No!
Relationship over. I'm done.
Oh, no.
My old nemesis, or kind of. How do you know it's his? It appears that I've asked a stupid question, or at least Emmy thinks so.
Because he's the one who told me the track shed was a good place for... What did he call them? Clandestine encounters.
Oh?
Booty calls.
Yeah. He invite you to one or something? Emmy bursts into more laughter. I confess the sight of a naked Emmy laughing is oddly beautiful.
Things jiggling in the right way.
I feel an eagerness to end conversation and get back to what we were doing, despite my rather pointed questioning. But I still need to know about that track captain a little bit more.
Hisao, the track captain's gay.
Oh, thank God! It's been plaguing me for the past 12 episodes.
Hey, Christ.
Really? And here I initially thought you two were a couple.
I'm gay too.
Wait, how does that work?
Well, I did have a crush on him when I first joined up, but he wasn't interested. Obviously. But we are good friends, I guess. I mean, he told me about all this, you know?
I hesitate to ask. And really, I do, but I ask anyway, because I'm Hisao.
Yeah.
But what does he need for, anyway?
For
What kind of question are you asking me,
Right.
man? I mean, he doesn't. Or how the hell does Emmy always manage to not blush?
Obviously, he uses it for,
Probably because your questions are stupid. I try to suppress a snicker.
I can hear your neighbors outside, and I just said in a girl voice. It's really awkward.
I fail. Emmy's giggling too.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Things are getting weird.
Non-stop sex here now.
Well, okay.
I'm okay with it. Normally this game would be played in privacy, but at least it's not too graphic.
But not here on Bookend Gaming.
Now I hear kids outside. Now it's even worse.
I guess we're done.